What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So basically today's Monday. We have a game on Wednesday and we have another game on Saturday, so it's gonna be kind of a busy week, and honestly it's gonna be kind of a busy month, this whole month of August, because we have many games this month. And when you have a lot of games, a lot of the trainings are kind of just like recovery sessions, or they're like the pre-game sessions where they're a little bit lighter and you don't get a ton of work in. So before we head into this stretch of crazy games, I do want to get a little bit of extra work and really focus on stuff that's not really going to tire me out a ton, but stuff that's just about getting a ton of little touches in. So hopefully, if all goes to plan, if my body's feeling good after today's training, I want to go out and get a little ball mastery session, maybe a little bit of juggling, just little tiny stuff like that. Very light, but just to keep a lot of the touches sharp. But first, I'm gonna make breakfast. All right, just having breakfast. I have 3 eggs over medium, some bacon, blackberries, orange, some strawberry Greek yogurt, and cappuccino latte. I didn't do very good on the foam art today, so hey, chill. Levi and Gucci are going at it. Hi guys, before I head off to training, I want to introduce the sponsor of today's video, Factor. As we head into the fall, many of you guys are probably heading back to high school, heading into college, starting up a new season, or maybe you're just returning to the office. And if you're starting to get back in the swing of things and you're finding yourself a little overwhelmed, then Factor is here to help. Factor provides healthy eating made simple, with healthy, chef-prepared meals delivered straight to your doorstep. They provide a menu each week with dozens of delicious, nutritious meals, and then based on your taste preferences, dietary restrictions, and meal history, you choose your meals. Or if you'd rather, Factor can craft your order. They offer seafood, veggie, and meat options, along with keto, paleo, high protein, low calorie, low carb, dairy-free, and plant-based options. Factor also includes a complimentary nutrition coach with all of their subscriptions, which includes a free 20-minute consultation with a registered dietitian to help tailor advice for your wellness journey. Each one of Factor's meals is cooked from scratch by real chefs with the freshest ingredients. Your order is then delivered straight to your door and is never frozen along the way. Factor meals can be heated up in the microwave or the oven in minutes, and they taste delicious. Factor takes care of everything so you guys can focus on living your best life. I've been enjoying Factor's meals for the last few days, and I can tell you that these don't taste like the old school microwave dinners. These are restaurant quality meals. I also absolutely love the convenience of it. I come home from training, I'm dead tired, I just want to nap, and instead of having to cook or prepare a full lunch, I can just pop one of these things in the microwave, and 2 minutes later, I'm enjoying a fresh, delicious tasting meal. This past week, I haven't gone to the grocery store once. I've probably spent 1/10 of the time cooking, preparing food, and cleaning up. And I'm eating better tasting food than ever before. Plus, all of Factor's meals are pre-portioned. They have a great balance of macro and micronutrients, and there's a ton of variety in the dishes. Just to name a few, I've had pork chops, caprese chicken, blackened salmon, peanut Buddha bowl, and garlic shrimp. They're perfect for people who want to eat well with little to no hassle. If you guys are interested in checking out Factor, you guys can get $90 off of your first 3 weeks plus free shipping by clicking the link in my bio and using discount code MattSheldon90. Thank you to Factor for sponsoring this video. So I'm just headed to the training facilities right now for team training. We do have weights afterwards. It should be a pretty intense day, but honestly, my body's been feeling amazing. One thing that I've found is that whenever you're in season, especially in professional seasons, you kind of focus so much about recovering from the last game, preparing for the next game, and kind of like tactically working as a team, that sometimes the individual areas get a little, I don't want to say neglected, the individual areas just need a little extra work to stay sharp. So, I mean, and that's why I come before training, every single training session for like 15 or 20 minutes, I'm playing 2-touch to really get a ton of touches in, to work on that first touch, controlling the ball in the air. I love 2-touch for that. And then after every single training session, I'm staying after 20 to sometimes like 40 minutes after the session, working on shooting, working on finishing, working on crossing, working on my long balls, kind of striking the ball and getting a lot of just reps in that way. But still, I think that like one area that I want to do a little bit more of and just get a little bit sharper in is kind of like those close, sharp touches, the ball mastery stuff. I think today's gonna be the perfect day for it because the temperature has dropped. It's only gonna be like 85, 88 degrees today, which is cool for an August day in Tulsa. We don't have a game for another 2 days, and I just think kind of like the timing is right for a little extra session. So as long as the team session goes well and the weight session goes well today, then I want to do that extra session out at the field. Just getting back home from training, and honestly, like, I think it's gonna be perfect to get in an extra ball mastery session in, because like in the training session today, the team session, I felt good, like physically felt good, mentally felt good, but just wasn't as sharp as I wanted to be. Like, I made stupid mistakes that I usually don't make, like ball coming into me and it just goes under my foot and out of bounds, or like 5-yard passes, just slightly missing those. And it just doesn't feel like I have as much control over the ball as, as I would like, as usual. So 20-30 minutes is just crazy by just doing one of these, just to sharpen things up and get back in the groove of things, whether that's like a placebo effect or not, or if it really does help that much. It's just crazy. It really does make you feel so much sharper when you head back into these team training sessions. And also, I mean, the final reason too is we've been losing. Like, we've lost the last 3 games straight, and I haven't lost 3 games straight in years. So whenever you're losing like that, and you are getting the similar results, you kind of have to do something different in order to get a different result, So whatever that is, I mean, sometimes you have to go and get an extra fitness session in if you feel like your fitness is holding you back, or sometimes you have to do more tactical game analysis if you feel like positionally something's off or something. But for me, I just think what's really been off has been my control of the ball, the sharpness. So yeah, ball mastery session definitely needed today. I'm gonna have a quick lunch, kind of like regather myself, and I'm gonna get it over with here in the next hour or so. For lunch, I'm gonna do one of these Factor bowls. I'm going to do the peanut Buddha bowl. Let's get it. Okay, here's the peanut Buddha bowl. Looks like we got some sweet potatoes, quinoa, looks like some bell peppers with a peanut sauce. Not sure what that is. Some veggie mix. This whole thing's actually vegetarian. And then I also cut up a nectarine and a plum. Welcome to the voiceover of the ball mastery session. In this session, I only did 2 drills. This is the first drill. This made up about 30 minutes of the entire session. It's just a little ball mastery type drill here. You guys can pick up the pattern just by watching it. It took me a few sets to actually kind of get it down, which just kind of shows I'm a little bit rusty with doing these types of drills, just because we've been doing just team training, not many individual drills. So I did this. I would go for about like 8 to 10 reps on each side, do a quick little cone weave, and then just a 1v1 move against these 3 yellow cones there. And that was it. And I would just walk back, and that would be my rest time, just walking back to catch my breath, and then I would just restart it over again. And I really didn't like have a set number of reps that I wanted to do, or sets or anything. It was just kind of like, yeah, let's just get some touches in and not really think about it and do whatever I felt like I wanted to do. So here's a close-up of the footwork. I'll let this play out for a little bit. When it came to the skill move, I really just wanted it to be super instinctual, so I didn't plan ahead at all. I wasn't like, okay, I'm going to do a step over this time, or I'm going to do whatever. It was just kind of like, let my mind be free, and I'm just going to do the skill move that I think was appropriate at that time, like really quick. Just showing a couple mess ups, just showing like the beginning of this was a slow start. Like, I was getting a little bit frustrated just because I felt off. And then by the end of it, it was a lot sharper. So in total, I think I did about 10 to 15 sets with this kind of like circuit, where it was like this ball mastery drill to a cone weave to a 1v1. Did 10 sets of that. My rest was just walking back and maybe 10 seconds of breathing, and then after the 10 sets of that or so, or however many I did, I would just juggle. And this kind of was like my real rest time. I tried to do around 100 juggles, not drop the ball with the mini ball, and then I went into the next pattern. And this next pattern is pretty much the same exact thing, but just this ball mastery is a little bit different. I'm using just the foot. So instead of going like inside outside and then sweeping across with the other foot, I'm just using a single foot on that pattern. And then other than that, it's the same exact thing. Come out to the cone weave, do the same cone weave, and then again, an instinctual 1v1 skill move against the 3 yellow cones. So there's a close-up of the second pattern. And then again, same type of rest. It was just a walk back, maybe 10 seconds to catch my breath, and then into the next set. If I messed up, I would just restart again, and it was just very similar. And same thing, just a normal cone weave using both feet, and then an instinctual. I try to do like the same going to the left and to the right, but I really don't know. And then once again, I did about 10 sets before I moved on to the next drill. After about 10 to 15 sets again with that style, I did another juggling. So I just took the mini ball again, did about 100 juggles, tried to do it without dropping it. And then after that, I kind of just did the same exact thing, but I did not do the 4 orange cones of the ball mastery. So it was just a cone weave to a 1v1 skill move and just that. Then I would walk back and then just repeat over and over again. Then once again, after about 10 to 12 sets of just doing the cone weave to the 1v1 skill move, I took the mini ball and did another 100 or so juggles with the mini ball. And then the final drill was just this height kick to trap on the ground. And I try to use it different parts of my foot. So there I'm using the top of my foot just to kill the ball. And then I'm going to juggle it up, drop kick it pretty high, like 20, 30 feet in the air, and then use the instep of my foot. And then I try to use like the outside of my foot, just different surfaces touching the ball, either killing it at my feet or touching it into space. So I think here's an outside the foot touch. Ball comes up using the outside of my foot just to kill it on the ground again. So very, very simple drill, but again, just working on touches, working on control, working on the first touch, stuff like that. And you know, sometimes I have bad touches. In total, I did this for like 7 minutes, I think. So nothing too crazy, just 7 minutes to finish off the session.
Whew. All right. That was exactly 37 minutes. So pretty good. All those drills are tiring. There's a ton of touches. I'm sweating a ton. I was breathing hard, but they're not like taxing on the body. It's not like I'm doing full speed sprints. It's not like I'm doing like a ton of like playing or shooting or a ton of long balls. It's just short, sharp touches. And I probably got in 500 to 1,000 touches right there. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. The grass here is a little long. It's not the best, but you know, could always be worse.
All right, just took a nice cold shower to cool down a little bit, and now I'm pretty much all done for the hard work for today, which is nice. It's 3:20 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna make a little cup of coffee. I'm gonna sit on the couch. I might read my book. I'm on the 5th book of the Dune series, so I might read a little bit. I might go on my computer, do a little bit of Become Elite work, but the next 2 hours is gonna be like decompress, relax, hang out. And I'm also going to be drinking, which I'll show you. I'm going to drink a big water container filled with one of these liquid IVs, which is like pretty much just electrolytes, just because I've done a lot today and I've sweat a lot. I was out there in the middle of the the heat, even though it was only like 88 degrees outside, I was still hot, still sweat a ton. So I just want to get a lot of the electrolytes back into my system, drink a lot of water, and try to be all ready and have a good, sharp training session tomorrow. So I'm gonna make this real quick. Just gonna open this, pour the entire packet in there. I'm gonna fill it up with some filtered water. Boom. Let's give it a little bit of a stir. There we go. It's a dragonfly.
How much did you drink?
Oy! Hey, go back. Okay, it is 7:30 at night. Mimi made a little salad. Let me show you it. She's really proud of this salad. What do you call it? Mimi's world famous salad.
Yes.
If she's gonna be nice tonight, she's gonna let me have a little bit of that. But I'm gonna cook up. I'm gonna make another one of these Factor meals. I honestly really like them. So I'm going to eat it again. I think tonight I'm gonna go with the garlic tomato shrimp meal. Actually, you know what? I might do two. I'm gonna do the garlic shrimp and the, which one's this? The caprese chicken. Boom.
Want to give me some of it? I'll give you some of my salad.
I like the way you think. Okay, here's our dinner. Mimi's salad. We got the garlic shrimp with some broccoli. Is this kale over here with this too?
Yes.
It's like kale. Then we got some quinoa, some tomatoes with a chicken breast, some mozzarella. I think this is like some tomato sauce that goes with it. So that's a good looking meal. Mimi's salad, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. The shrimp, already had a bite, but take another bite for you guys. That's really good. Mm-hmm. Broccoli.
You gonna rate it?
Doing the whole meal together. Shrimp, kale, whatever the sauce is, 10 out of 10. Broccoli, give like an 8 out of 10. Just kind of steamed broccoli, but
I love.
Mimi's gonna give the steamed broccoli a 10 out of 10. But it's just broccoli to me. I know we got the caprese chicken. Take a little bite with the quinoa. Hold on, I'm gonna do 3 bites. Chicken, quinoa, mozzarella. I might have to go another 10 out of 10. That's 3 10 out of 10s. Leg veins are popping for some reason. Not quite sure why.
The shrimp.
The shrimp. So if you guys eat that garlic shrimp, you're gonna get leg veins like this. That's from Factor.
You can get sued if somebody.
You're not gonna get leg veins like that just from this. Or maybe, I don't know. But I should stop talking. Have I talked about it on my channel, what we're watching?
No, tell me about my channel.
It's been it was on your channel?
Yeah.
Alright, Mimi gets a free plug. Go check out Mimi's channel if you want to hear more about our day-to-day lives. If you're not getting enough already from just me. But anyway, we're watching this thing. It's like called the Edwardian Farm, and they have like a full series about it. We got sucked in because we first found them because they were building like some castle in France, like a real legit castle, and these 3 people were going through like real processes of like the blacksmiths and the stonemasons and actually building it. It was really cool. So then we like looked up more of the stuff from them, and so now this is like a series about them back in the Edwardian era, which was like in the early, like just the turn of the century to the 19th century, and it just kind of showcases to the 20th century, the 1900 pretty much, and like it just showcases how they lived back then, like how they farmed, how they got food, how they took care of animals, how they made all these things, and it's just really cool. So watching that right now. We'll watch a couple episodes and then off to bed before 10.
Are living the lives of Edwardian farmers for a full calendar year.
I swear we're on that lane.
I've made some Nestle Toll House cookies. I'm waiting for these to cool. I'm going to eat these, and then I'm going to go and read. It is 9:30 at night. And that's pretty much it for my day. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace.